Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we will take a look at one of Ainz Ooal Gowns' most iconic spells, Shark Cyclone. But before we do so, let me thank my Patreons for supporting this channel. Now, aside from the whole being targeted by the offspring of an outer god, or invaded by a relentless army of the undead thing, imagine being in the same parallel dimension the entirety of Shark Week had been isekai'd into. And I know it sounds crazy, but is it really that surprising that one of the over 700 spells Ainz Ooal Gown could cast is literally Sharknado? Now, as you probably guessed already, this spell creates a tornado with a 25-meter radius. And I know this alone sounds bad enough, until you realize that something was said before the word Cyclone, because this twister is filled with over 6-meter long sharks that will tear any number of enemies to shreds, while the howling winds will constantly pull in more victims to chew. It's basically like recreating the effects of a black hole with sharks. Now, aside from the yank present in this spell, to quote a yet unspoken sentence from Tirzu, this spell is extremely useful in order to destroy huge numbers of low to mid-tier enemies, especially the flying variant. And while Ainz is immune to any physical damage caused by beings under the level of 60, this doesn't mean that hordes of enemies can't be problematic in and of themselves. Aside from them being used as sacrifices, they obscure Ainz Ooal Gown's sight. They could tank incoming spells for the summoner, which would mean that all the mana spent on casting a spell intended for a very valuable target would be wasted on a weak bat or a giant rat or something like this. And of course, if a horde of borderline weak enemies would surround Ainz Ooal Gown before they all would be buffed, then Ainz would find himself surrounded. Therefore, the spell that works underwater, on land, and in the air is a great way to clean up all of the trash mobs in order to stay focused on the boss fight itself. And of course, this spell would be absolutely perfect against large, New World armies, since it could probably tear whole regiments to shreds and cause the rest to flee in desperate panic. And I know they are not the offspring of an outer god, but again, they are still sharks in a tornado. And with that said, I say thank you very much for watching, and special thanks to all of my beautiful Patreons for supporting this channel. Thanks, guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again very soon on my next video. Over and out.